Hi, welcome back to True Talk with Dee Dee. Guys, before we even get started into this video, normally I tell you I want to be crystal clear. I want to jump right into the title, right into the video, exactly what it's about, right? Just to keep you all together, I am actually still currently working, so you might see me look off to the left or right. Anyways, I have a testimony. Okay. Straight up, straight out like that. I have a testimony. So, a lot has been going on the last couple of days. As you all know, I was telling you guys that I had my birthday party for my niece. So, she was having her sleepover. So, if you looked at the other videos, you would know that my niece had a sleepover here just this past weekend. So all of her girls, it was like five of them. It was like four girls plus my niece. So it was a total of five girls here for the sleepover. So what we had to go do, me and my sister had to go out and get some food and stuff like that for the sleepover for the girls. So I was like, I wanted to make them baskets and get them some really nice cutesy stuff. But we wanted to make sure they had enough food in the morning because it was a sleepover, and we wanted to make sure that they ate all they could and everything. Hopefully I can drop like some little clips and stuff like that of the video and stuff like that, either after this video or during. Just check out for that. If it's not after or during, what I'll do is actually send you the video over just of them really quickly, just for her birthday party. But I'm gonna send it somewhere and somehow. Okay, YouTube, you will get it. My fans, my subs, you will get it. But anyway, really good turnout, balloons everywhere, gorgeous. She loved it, had a good ball. So let me tell you what happened in the midst of all of it. Okay. So first and foremost, like I was telling you guys, we had to go and get some food. So we went to Walmart or whatever to go get some stuff for the girls to have for, the breakfast food and stuff. Because they already had, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm not sure. It feels like I'm trying to come up with a cold. I bind it. I'm not going to say that it is, but I don't know. Something's coming up. So anyway, so what ended up happening is we end up getting some food and stuff like that from Walmart. We wasn't concerned with the dinner because even though the girls had to meet up at my house at 6:30 p.m., we wasn't really concerned with that because we already knew we were going to order like a lot of pizzas, wings, and all that. So we knew they were going to have like outside food for the dinner. So we were already aware. But our whole point was we wanted to make sure that they had, food for the next following day, which would have been the morning, which is breakfast food. Anyway, to make a long story short, I went to Walmart with my sister, but my sister ended up saying, hey, why don't you go in and go ahead and get the food, and I'll just stay in the car with, she had two of her babies. She said, I'll stay in the car with, little man, and you go out, and get the food. So I took the 3-year-old with me, my niece, and she went in the store with me. So when we went in the store, I had her in a basket. I'm strolling the basket. I'm just picking up different things that they can eat, whether it's bacon, sausage, eggs, pancakes, all this yummy, yummy stuff. All I know is when I got to the checkout, y'all, I thought I had my phone in my hand. Okay? I thought I had my phone in my hand. I thought I had everything I needed. So I remember my sister calling me and asking me to pick up some crackers for little man. I said, oh, okay, I'll pick up some crackers for him. Okay, so I remember this call, but I don't remember exactly me placing my phone down. As you can see where this is going, I leave out of the store after I pay for the purchases. Me and my niece, we're strolling the basket out. I still don't realize I don't have my phone with me. Okay, I still at this point don't realize it. We put the groceries in the car. My sister's driving off. Nobody's saying anything about, where's the phone, nothing ringing. We just talking about what we got, what we're going to do with the girls and all this stuff. Still has not played in my mind that my phone was still not on me. Just keep this in mind. I want y'all to keep this, okay? So, I forgot what we were about to do. We had to make a stop somewhere because I had another niece who had another birthday party, but we couldn't attend hers, of course, because I was already doing something for my niece. So at this point, we get a phone call on my sister's phone, and someone called my sister and said, hey, one of the parents of one of the girls that were coming to be there at 6:30. We were already running in between time. It was literally going on 6 o'clock, which we didn't even know time was getting ahead of us, right? And I had to be at the house by 6:30 because that's when all of the young ladies are supposed to meet. I'm supposed to meet the parents, okay? So at this point, it's going on 6, like I said, 6 o'clock, and we get the call. The call was, hey, and I was talking to my sister there. It was like, hey, we called your sister, which is me, and her phone just kept ringing, but someone picked it up. We were like, no one picked up the phone because I have my phone. At this time, y'all, I still don't realize I don't have my phone. She's like, well, whoever picked up said, this is Walmart, and we have this phone. So I goes and I check my bag immediately. And my sister's like, oh my gosh, your phone is left at the Walmart. I knew that the parents were going to be at the house in 30 minutes. By the time we leave from where we were originally at, which is a stop that we made to my other niece's house to drop off her gift to her really quickly, I knew by the time I got home, I would be pushing that time. So it was no way to go back to Walmart to get my phone. But I'm thinking, hey, she's already called. They're already aware that my phone's there. So my sister was like, well, that's fine. You're going to go back home after we do this stop and we're going to drop you off because you got to be there for the parents. And what's going to happen is I will go back and I will look for your phone. I was like, okay, cool. That sounds great. That'll help out. Okay. I wasn't too worried because I'm like, it's in Walmart possession. They made it known that they have my phone. So it's nothing to worry about. Okay. My sister drops me off. Hold on just a second, guys. Like I said, I'm still working in real time. Let me clear this out. So you guys, if you don't know, I work remote from home and I also do YouTube, right? So the thing is, if you go look at my really early videos, you'll hear a lot about my remote job, what I do, and things like that, and how I got this remote job. But you got to go all the way back to the beginning of my videos. So you have to start watching these videos to know when I say I'm working remote, because a lot of my subscribers already know what that means. They're already aware of it. I've been still having the same remote job. Like I said, I started YouTube back in February, so everybody's aware that she does work remote. I have not been doing this in a while where I do work and remote, but I have to drop this testimony, right? Really quickly, let me see what they have here. All right. So... okay, so it looks like they gave me 3. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. I just wanted to see what they sent me in my inbox here. All right. I'm sorry about that, guys. Please forgive me. I'm coming. I promise. I'm just trying to do 2 things at once, which I can, because I have a blessing in all of this that I'm about to tell you. So this video might run over a little bit more than I normally have it run over. Please bear with me. Look at the whole video all the way through. I promise you, you're going to get a message out of this. Don't click off. You might want to receive this message. I mean, we all need something right now today. Okay. So I'm just going to let them know I did receive all 3 scans. Okay, sorry about that. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so yes, back to what I was saying. So yeah, so what ended up happening was we found out that my phone was left at the Walmart. All right, I came home. My sister dropped me off. She did just like she said she was gonna do. She dropped me off, and she went back to the Walmart, and she called me. She said, "Hey, I'm at the Walmart." She said, "I'm talking to customer service, but they saying they don't have your phone." I said, I don't understand. They called us from the phone. They called your number, so they got the phone. They literally called your phone. I mean, she called your phone to tell you that it's at Walmart. So that's the last place we were at. So she said, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to talk to a supervisor. Supervisor come up there and say they don't know what she's talking about. They don't see no phone. Anybody will turn no phone in. Then she said, okay, I called your phone and they told me they have your phone and to come up here though. I said, oh, I didn't know you called it. She said, yes. On my way coming up here to come get your phone, I called again and the person answered your phone. I don't know why she didn't take her name. I don't know why she didn't get all the additional information. She just went up there to go get the phone. She figured, hey, they said it's up there, go get it. She said she called it back again and the phone went straight to voicemail. Guys, my phone was on at least 80% or 90%, if higher. I don't know. I know it was higher. So no, I know that the phone did not just shut off. So at this point, now kind of like I'm really upset now because I'm like, what do you mean they telling you they don't have my phone when we found out through one of the parents that they picked up the phone? Then we found out when you were on your way that they had the phone. She was like, I don't know what's going on, sis. They don't have a phone. Let me explain something a little bit about this phone. This was an Android Galaxy A21. Not a great phone at all, okay? No shade to it. Y'all saw the camera quality. It was okay. It wasn't the best as it is now, right? This camera quality is a lot more better, right? If I wanted to have it light, dim, or whatever, this is a great camera quality. Not only that, guys, but the phone itself was cracked. It was cracked in like the worst place on the front of my screen, cracked all through it. It was not the greatest phone, okay? The importance of this phone was for me not to have to go back and get a whole new phone when I'm in between trying to figure out what kind of phone I really want to get next, but I want to be able to afford an expensive one. Not really expensive, but a phone with good quality, a phone that has more gigabytes. So for me, I needed a better phone, right? But I wasn't right now in the mood to buy one right away, and I didn't have the funds to be like, oh, I'm going to dish out $600 for a phone. That's just not the way. I was like, I'm going to wait. I was going to wait around Christmas time to get me a better phone. Okay. Somebody took the phone. We kept calling it, and it stayed off. Now, here is the part that I know I got really nervous about. For one, my phone is tied to so many things. The problem was I did not have a pin lock on my phone, meaning that there was no way that they couldn't access other applications through my phone, make purchases through my phone, send it to their house. All this crazy whack stuff that I know that they could have done to my phone was where my fear was lying in. I'm not going to lie to you. I love God. I pray all the time, but baby, I'm still human. And I promise you, at this point, I was really, really about to bawl. I was like, come on, are you kidding me? Now, I didn't get upset when I lost my phone because I felt at peace that, okay, it's at the Walmart. I didn't get upset when my sister said that she couldn't find the person at Walmart. What I was getting upset was when she was telling me that now they turned your phone off. They literally go into voicemail. So I panicked because I know that my phone had enough percentage. That means that they stopped the calls from coming in that phone. And their idea is not to give that phone back now. That's what came to my head. Okay. So at this point, I'm panicking because I'm like, my Cash App is tied to the phone. Yes, I do have a pin on my Cash App, but it was still tied to the phone. I did not have a lot of my YouTube videos on my phone. Thank God, because every time I do a YouTube video, what I do is I take it and put it under my drive or in my mailbox, in my Gmail or whatever. So I knew I didn't have any videos to display. I didn't have any pictures at all in my phone. I was very smart about that. But I did have some stuff that was saved to like one of my YouTube channels on my phone. I'm still panicking and freaking out because I'm like, what is going on? Like, I got to get to this phone, or I got to close these apps down, or how can I do this? Because some of these apps are tied to my account information when I make purchases, like certain things it just does, right? So I said, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to have to suspend the account. I'm going to have to pretend like right now your phone is lost. Not even pretend, but right now you ain't getting your phone back. I had to tell myself that it's no way for you to know if this is going to come back to you or not. Suspend the account just for the reason you need to suspend it until you can turn your phone back on. Okay. Here's the crazy part. I tried to go ahead. I went in to suspend my account. I called the carrier. The carrier went ahead and suspended my account for 30 days. And she said, if you can't find your phone after this 30 days, you please give us a call back because we don't want you to lose the phone number and lose the access to the account. Account was already paid up, so it didn't really matter, right? So I went ahead and suspended the account. Here I am calling back on, Monday. Here it was Monday, which was yesterday. I went and I said, okay, I'm going to have to get a new phone. Nothing is happening. I got to be able to record for my YouTube, people. And I got to be able to have my family have access to me. Okay. Went to Boost. Okay. I'm not trying to downgrade Boost at all. Went inside there. The girl won't all that nice, but she said she'll be helpful. She going to sit here and tell me she can offer me an Android phone, which was a Moto G stylus, for almost $200 plus tax, on top of the fact that I have to have a plan. So it might cost me like $198, and she's talking some or $199, but that's before the tax. Tax is not included yet. So I'm like, for that Android, you about to charge me all this money, okay? I'm panicking in the store. I'm like, I'm not about to pay $200. I just said I don't want to pay a whole lot right now. I was gonna wait for Christmas. And my fiance is like, babe, you need a phone. I don't care what we got to do. You need a phone. Stop focusing on what we got to pay right now and get a new phone. You need a new phone. It's nothing we can do. We have to have access to stuff. We got to have access to you. I'm not going to be able to go to work without being able to call my baby. I was like, oh, babe, I understand. But I still felt like I didn't want to spend all this money. Boost was trying to hit me in the head for an Android phone that won't even an iPhone. $200 for a Moto G? Are you seriously? Just because it's a stylus? I was getting mad. I was panicking again. I was like, look, I know there's a way to get that daggone phone cheaper than that. That's crazy. Okay, so I decided I'm going to stop fighting this. God said, get you a phone. I'm going to get a phone. I called the people I used my fiance phone, and I called my carrier to see if I can get a transfer pin, account number, and I already knew the zip code because you have to get the zip code and where you got purchased the phone, which was my zip code. So I already knew that. But I get on the phone and the lady say, well, ma'am, I understand you don't have your phone with you, but we still got to send you the transfer pin via email or send it to you text message. I said, okay, well, I'm going to give you the phone that I'm currently at. No, we cannot use his phone. So how you going to send it to mine if it's lost or stolen? Okay, ma'am, we can send it to the email. I will have to do an account recovery that could take up to 3 or 4 days, ma'am. I don't have access to my phone. I don't even know my password. And even if I did, they still going to send you a code so that you can verify that password. She still won't get it. I did not have any of this stuff or access to this stuff. She's like, well, I can't just give you account pin, the transfer pin, and I can't just give you the account number just like that without the information. I'm thinking, okay, can you get a supervisor on the phone? So they got the supervisor. The supervisor said that the only thing I can do is do a verbal thing over the phone where you agree with it, but you got to answer a series of questions about your life. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That should be okay. So she get the supervisor. We do all of this stuff. I answer the questions. I get it. Boom. She gives me the account pin transfer, but she said, I refuse to give you the account number. I said, why? She said, because you could just be saying you anybody. Why would you give me a transfer pin without the account number? You told me I can have both. All I had to do was confirm that I can have both. No, we still cannot give you the account pin. The account number. What? You can give me the pin to transfer my account. You know I'm at Boost, and Boost needs the account number verbatim. They need that account number in order for me to do any of this. No, that's not something we can do. I'm sorry. I understand what we said, but that's not something we can do. Now I'm about to go out of my Holy Ghost. I'm like, Lord, God, what is going on? So I called the number back again to see if I could talk to another agent because I wasn't understanding. Agent took me all around the brick. Okay. All this stuff. I could do this. I could do this. I could do this, but I just cannot just give you the account number. Okay. So can you send me the account number to my email address? Okay, I can do that, but you said you didn't have access to you. I don't, but can you send it to my husband's email address? I have access to his. If I do that, I'm going to have to change the whole email address to his stuff. That's fine. Change his email address. I'm not going to stay with y'all anyway. Woo, did she get upset? Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but she already saw in the account that this is the whole point of me suspending the account, trying to get stuff done because I'm at Boost, right? Yo. She took me through all of that to tell me, oh yeah, it looked like I can't even change your email address. Excuse me? Yeah, it looked like I can't even change your email address. I can't send that. It's against my policy, and they ain't trying to lose my job. Let me get this straight. I can give y'all my last four of my social. I can give y'all my date of birth. I can give y'all my street address. I can give you guys answer every personal question, but I can't have the account number to my account. And I'm so confused because I'm like, you can call and get your account number for the water bill. You can call and get your account number for Cox Cable. You can call and get your account number for so many things if you had to make a payment, whatever. But you can't get your account number from this carrier? Let me tell y'all something right now. Who I hate to say this, I'm not trying to be mean. Don't go to Consumer Cellular. Do not go to Consumer Cellular. They are not right. Something is totally wrong about that. Anyway, so long story short, I'm going through all these changes. I'm almost in tears. It looks like I'm not going to be able to get my phone because I don't have the account number. So I get up there to the counter and I tell the lady, look, I guess I'm going to have to come back another time. They're not giving me my account number. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. She did say she was going to send me an invoice with my account number on it by mail. She just can't give it to me on the phone. But she's going to send it to my mail address, which I have to wait a week on. And I need my phone now. Okay. So I just wanted to add that part in there. So I went to the counter, told the lady what's up. She said, I'm so sorry this happened, but we have to have an account number. Unfortunately, I can't do nothing without it. Even if you have the account PIN transfer, I still need the account number. So I said, okay, maybe this ain't it. Maybe God don't want me to get this phone. I kept saying that in the store. I said, maybe God said, no, not this phone. I don't know. Not this service, not this carrier. Who knows? So I'm sitting there. I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling away. The lady discussing why they got to do policy and all this. All of a sudden, this guy out of nowhere. A guy out of nowhere, okay, paying his bill, getting a new phone, doing whatever he's doing, gonna look at me and say, I don't know what it is, but I want to do something for you today. Me and my fiance looking at him like, huh? So my fiance said, what's going on? He was like, well, I don't know what it is, man, but I want to give you my phone. I'm thinking he's giving me the phone. He said, no, I mean, I'm going to give you this phone, but it's going to be $60 though, but I don't need it no more. It's an iPhone Pro Max, and I don't need it. I think it was an iPhone 12 Pro Max or something like that. He's like, I don't need it no more. I'm coming up here to get a new phone anyway. So y'all can have this phone, but you can have it for $60. Now, in my mind, I'm like, what was the reason you don't want your phone? So he's went in to say, well, it keeps shutting off and on me, but it's still a working phone. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's still got enough gigs on it. It's this. He went all to the specs of this thing. I'm over here like, okay, Lord, okay, God, you trying to make sure that I have a phone before I walk out of here because this is you. Because this is you. I'm determined this is God. I still wasn't listening. All I heard was, I can get the phone for $60. I said, babe, let's go to the bank right now because this man ain't gonna want no car, and that's all I had on me. So I had to go to the bank real quick. I said, you willing to stay here so I can do what I gotta do? I said, what else would I gotta do though? This phone on, right? He said, the phone is on, it's jailbroken, it was an unlocked SIM or whatever. Like you could put any SIM card in it. I don't know. This is the other thing he told me, right? So I'm like, okay, Lord, I know people feel like certain things that are too good to be true, you can't always believe them. But I did feel this was God. I just did. Because why in the world would this man just out of nowhere, do not know us, want to give his phone? So I was like, okay, Lord, this must be you. This must be you. So anyway, long story short, I race to the bank, go over there to the store. My sister, I called her on the phone, told her about it. She said, no, do not get that phone from that man. I said, what? She said, no. Listen to me. You don't know if that phone is completely jailbroken, and you don't know what SIM card will go with a 12 Pro Max. Ain't no way in the world an iPhone can take any SIM card. That is not true. Then you will have to go get the SIM card, be with another whole carrier, because them people ain't trying to Boost ain't going to activate that while he did that in that Boost store. That's not how it's going to work. She said, no, do not do that. I do not want you to do that. My sister arguing with me. My fiance said, yeah, I felt the way about it too. Then he got on her side. I'm like, Lord, all I want is a phone, God. What do I need to do? I'm about to be in tears now. Now I'm upset. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to forget it, but I still need my phone. So after me and my fiance kind of got into a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit about how I felt about how God working, he looked at me and said, listen, when God do something for you, and I knew this wasn't him. He said, when God do something for you, God can give it to you for free. God is not an author of confusion. He's not going to confuse you to have you go all around the rodeo bend for a phone. That's not how God works. If God said that this is your phone, this is going to be your phone, babe. Do not accept this man's phone. Let's go to Walmart and see what Walmart has. I'm looking at him. I'm ready to fuss, but in my spirit, something said, be quiet. Something just told me to be quiet. And I stopped talking. When he said that God will give it to you for free, I believe in my heart when that man's spirit was nudged and God was talking to him, God told him to give me that phone. But instead, he wanted to make a profit off of it. So because he tried to make a profit out of something that God was trying to bless, it was something in his life that God was trying to do for this man. God was trying to bless this man's life, y'all. But because when God was trying to bless this man's life, he took the blessing that God told him to give me the phone for free because he didn't need it no more. Listen to him saying, he said he didn't need a phone. He already in the store getting a new one. He said, my fiance just got a new one. He already told us everything. He didn't need his phone. God was telling him to give me that phone. But because he wasn't obedient in exactly the instructions God gave him, he tried to go and slip up, ask for money, and now he lost his blessing because he didn't even realize it was something God was trying to do for him in that moment. But he wasn't obedient. So God took me and said, okay, since he wasn't obedient, he didn't listen to what I told him to do, I'm going to defer your plan. You're going to go to Walmart. I went to Walmart, walked in there, tell me why. They had a special going on for you can get any Moto G at 128 gigs for free. All you got to do is pay for a $55 plan or a $65 plan. I paid for that $65 plan. I walked out of there goddamn Walmart only paying $74 for my plan, and my phone was free. This is the phone y'all looking at me right here. God is good. This camera quality is amazing. I have 128 gigs on this. It may not be a lot to most people, but I am going to keep adding more. I'm going to add 1 terabyte when I get some more money. I'm going to do what I got to do. But I'm going to tell you something. When God tells you to do something, do it. See, I was obedient. I shut my mouth and I said, Lord, you just show me the plan. Because honest and truly, I was supposed to get blessed by that man, but he did it wrong. And God saw that he wasn't moving the way God told him to move. So God said, that's okay. I'm gonna send you somewhere else. And for that same price that man tried to charge you $60 for a broken or cracked phone that he had or a used phone, I'm gonna go in here, you're gonna get a free phone with no cracks, no broken, for about the same price you was gonna pay for that one. And I'm going to tell y'all something. My phone was free. Do you hear me? That means that man who did not give me the free phone that he was supposed to give me, God said, I'm going to give you a free phone, and it's going to come from a company. Walmart gave me a free phone, and all I paid was for my plan. And my next bill date ain't until October 29th. So I'm going to tell you something right now. If this did not touch somebody, I don't know who's watching this and who needed to hear this. I don't know if somebody got a testimony about what God did for them this weekend, but that's what God did for me. And I hope it helps you see that you will be sent on all of this stuff. And God said, all you got to do is listen and be obedient. I prayed before I walked out that door. And I said, Lord God, I know I'm going to get a phone. I pray that I do. And whoever has my phone and whatever they're doing with it, Lord God, you already told me that I'm still in good hands because you cut it off before any damage was done. So God made sure. So I'm just here to tell you, y'all, God is good. I also want to let y'all know my microphones work for this phone too. Remember those little mini mics? If you go back to my other videos, I couldn't get the mics to work on the other camera. I mean, on my other phone the one that's stolen. Listen to me, guys. My mics work now on my phone. Literally on this new phone. Not only that, but y'all, it's super fast. It's beautiful. It works. You see how I went over my time. Usually I'm 8 to 15 or 12. Sometimes my storage be running low. This phone is a blessing. I'm just here to tell y'all that was my testimony. I wanted to share it with my babies. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Keep smiling on purpose. I hope this touched somebody, not about the phone, but the testimony, how God can change things and how he can move in your life when you are obedient. Again, babies, thank you. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.